Emmanuel Macron is a major scandal in Africa, which is as a result of what he did in Kenya today, May 11, 2026, as a result of stopping an ongoing discussion to school at the attendees attending that conference at Nairobi University in the ongoing Africa Forward Summit, which is being organized by President Dr. William Ruto. And this is making many Pan-Africanists to question whether or not Kenya is a veritable partner to fight against neocolonialism, or Kenya is simply being used as a catalyst to accelerate neocolonialism in a rebranded manner, what is described as neocolonialism 2.0. What actually happened? The French president is chairing over an African summit taking place in Kenya, which is captioned Africa Forward Summit. Now, there was a session, a cultural session, which was ongoing today in Nairobi International University, or Nairobi University. This was about culture. As the panelists were talking about the cultural issue, it seems as some individuals were talking behind the stage and some individuals were talking in the hall. This did not sink well before Emmanuel Macron, seen as the main organizer of the conference, to sell the French vision to African leaders who are attending the conference. Over 30 of them are attending the conference. Now, Emmanuel Macron could not hold himself. He immediately walked to the stage, and one of the panelists asked, "Oh, you cannot wait for your turn?" He said, "No, excuse me." He took up the microphone and said, "It is unacceptable that people are presenting and the hall is rowdy and the attendees are making noise." He asked them to immediately stop the noise in an authoritative voice, in that kind of a voice of a slave to a master, to the slave, reaffirming that the French is in control. Now, to many who see this as probably an act of bringing order in a disordered society, some have viewed this as a different way of asserting the French hegemony in the people of Africa, because he would have at least sent someone to tell some of the people to stop noise. He would have at least called to the notice of the masters of ceremony to pass the message that please hold on and don't make noise. But he himself getting to the microphone, handling the microphone, telling the people that stop noise, it is what many are describing it as unacceptable and demand what they consider as an apology, because they see that this is not what the values of Africa or Pan-Africanism stand for. And that is why the questions still linger in. Is Kenya a catalyst for neocolonialism, or Kenya is a veritable force to fight against neocolonialism? This is the video of President Emmanuel Macron.
So then,
already? You're not waiting your turn.
I will make order. Excuse me, everybody. Hey! I'm sorry, guys, but it's impossible to speak about culture, to have people like that super inspired coming here, making a speech with such a noise. So this is a total lack of respect. So I suggest, if you want to have bilaterals or speak about somebody else, something else, you have bilateral rooms or you go outside. If you want to stay here, we listen to the people. And we play in the same game, okay? Thank you.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is called leadership.